Hello, Aries. This is going to be your general tarot reading for April. Happy birthday, by the way, if you happen to be a sun sign, Aries. April 2019. So, for your basic layout this month, I'm, as usual, using the Spiral Tarot. For your clarifiers, I'm using the Gaian Tarot. And we'll see what happens. This may or may not resonate for you. If it doesn't, you may want to check out your other two out of your rising sun and moon. See if any of those resonate more. This one, for some reason in April, the readings seem to be coming out more specific than usual. So I'm going to try to read this in a number of different ways, but we'll see. So I'm going to show you your cards. So, for your central experience for April in your birthday month, if you're a sun sign Aries, you have the Devil as your main experience for April. But don't freak out. It makes more sense with the clarifiers. So, your challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. What is helping you is the Fool. At the root of your being, you have Lady Strength, or Strength. In the recent past, or what you're coming away from, you have the Two of Pentacles. As your best possible outcome, you have the King of Swords. Coming up for you in the near future, pretty nice, you guys. This and the Fool nicely balance out that Devil. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming up. You right now are going through the Ten of Cups. Pretty nice. In your surroundings, you have the World. I don't like it when it does that. Your hopes or fears are of the Two of Wands. And your general outcome is the Six of Pentacles. So here we go. Hopefully this will make sense for you. I'm going to try to read this in a couple of different ways. First, I'll show you all three, and then I'll break them apart. I went like that. Okay. Your central experience for April is the Devil, Major Arcana, with the Seven of Fire, and the Explorer of Earth. And so what I'm getting is that those of you that this is meant for, you are sick of the job that you have. Either that, or you feel bound by and trapped by your responsibilities or what you have to do right now. It could be that once upon a time you did enjoy this job, or you felt like your job had a sense of purpose, but it seems like perhaps things have gotten monotonous, or now you feel bound by what you once enjoyed, but it seems as if you're not really enjoying it anymore. Now it almost feels like drudgery, or almost like slave labor. Sorry to put it that way, but that's what I got with the Devil in here. It almost feels like you're part of something that you're working for a system, or for a company, or for some kind of organization that you feel trapped by, or you feel like you're not getting enough in a return for what you do, or you feel like the other employees and yourself are not respected, and are just kind of being used for labor. Perhaps you don't get paid enough for what you're doing. Or you have a god-awful boss that is just terrible, and you feel like this person is constantly trying to control everything, where you don't have enough freedom to do what you would like to creatively add to what you do. There's something about this system that you're sick of now, or you just feel like it traps you. Another way I could look at this is that you may be working very hard on overcoming addictions this month. For instance, if you smoke cigarettes, you may be working very hard or determined to deal with the fact that you would like to quit smoking or drinking or whatever your addiction happens to be. For everyone, it can be completely different. For some people, it's eating too much or eating the wrong things. For some people, it's relationships that are toxic or codependent, or anything that you feel trapped by or bound by, and you know it's not good for you, but you can't seem to stop. It seems as if you're working on this. You're working on overcoming whatever traps you. If this has to do with work, I did get a story in here about two coworkers that work for the devil, so to speak, as an analogy or a metaphor. These two people are working for something that they don't agree with or they feel bound by. But it seems like one of these people is extremely industrious and has plenty of energy, possibly has skills with building or with creating the tangible structure of it, or getting the actual work itself done. The other one seems like a mastermind person, or someone who takes care of the little details and the arrangements and possibly bookkeeping or money exchange or the little things. One person takes care of the big things, one person takes care of the little things. These two co-workers may have met under strange circumstances where I can almost hear them saying, you know, this job sucks. This job sucks. We don't really want to be here anymore. Maybe we should start our own business. Maybe we should take the skills that we've learned from this one and go independent and do our own thing and escape this situation. So you may have formed a business alliance or a partnership through strange circumstances where you both admired each other, whether you're male or female, or this seems platonic to me. This seems like a friendship. Where they say, why do we keep on working for the system when we should really just be doing our own thing? And if we combine forces, each of us has what the other one lacks. Together, we can make something way better than this. You know, we don't get paid enough for what we do here. Maybe we should strike out and form our own business or our own situation. And that way we'll have what we need and we'll be more independent instead of feeling trapped by this. That's one way of looking at it. I'm also getting things in here about finding a new way of existence, whether it's permaculture, gardening, home-based businesses, or cooperative businesses, and alternative solutions to problems that have become almost larger than life in a certain way. And whether this is you and another, or whether both of these cards down below are you, it seems as if you're working on a game plan, or you're working on a way to get out, or you're deciding to quit altogether and to just go and explore and see what's out there, or have different experiences. Anything's better than that. You can see what else is out there. It seems as if spirit is on your side. I'm looking at this white stag in the background as being spirit. Spirit wants you to break free from this situation. so that you can go explore what else is out there and what else is possible for you, especially with money or prosperity or what you're trying to build with your life. It seems as if this is not doing it for you. You want something more meaningful, or you want to try something different, or you want to go see what's out there, or create a different situation for yourself. And if for some reason you need help, maybe things are just really understaffed right now, or you just aren't getting enough help. If this is a relationship thing, it may be that you are doing the majority of the work in the relationship, either on the relationship itself or on providing for things, as in making money for the living situation, or upkeep of everything, or just something. You've been possibly the only one doing this, or the only one doing this much in this, and so it doesn't feel fair, and it feels like you're working almost to the bone, where you're realizing maybe this just isn't for me. Maybe if it hasn't worked out with all this work that I've done, maybe it's just time to leave, or maybe it's time for something different. If it's a situation where you need more help, it is possible for you to get help, or for you to help yourself and just release the situation and see what else is out there for you. This feels like a breath of fresh air from this situation. So that's your central experience for April. Your challenge may be something to do with timing, or patience, or even being slightly emotionally confused about trusting your own intuition. This elder of water here looks like he's sensing something. Either he's sensing that a rainbow is about to arrive in the sky, or a storm is about to come, or he senses that there's an otter behind him swimming around. It seems like he's looking up to the skies, waiting for something to happen, or looking at something spectacular. Or he senses that something is in the air. Maybe he's smelling the air and looking at the skies thinking, oh yeah, later on there's going to be a storm. He's trusting his instincts. He's in tune with his instincts and with his emotions. But something about this, maybe you took a risk based off of an intuition that you had, or a gut feeling that you had, or something that you sensed, and you did certain preparations in response to this sensing thing. And now you're confused maybe a little bit, or you're challenged by, did I do the right thing? Were my senses correct? Did I just do all of this work for no reason, or is something about to arrive? It's like you sense something is about to happen, or something is about to arrive, and you did some kind of preparations for this. But now you're kind of stuck there, or you're waiting for this thing to arrive, and you're wondering, will this arrive? Did I sense correctly? Did I do the right thing? You may be having to wait for something to happen or to arrive, or something that you sensed to happen. If you've invested time, money, or energy into something because you sensed that it would have a good outcome, it seems as though things are temporarily delayed right now, but that does not mean that it's not going to work out, or that it's not going to come to pass. It just means you're having to be patient right now. Your challenge may simply just be with patience. You may want to get going on something right now, and for whatever reasons, it's not the right time yet. Or it feels like the timing has changed. You thought it was the right time, but it may not be the right time, or there's something else on its way still, and you have to be patient. This may also have to do with investments, with money or business, or using money that you received working with other people's money or other people's resources and investing their resources for them, as in they counted on you to use their money in the best way, and something that you sensed would be a good investment to make is taking longer than you thought. And so you may even be having a tiny bit of worry or anxiety, thinking, if this doesn't work out, I've used other people's money for this. It's not just my own money. And these people are counting on this thing to come through. So, but I would say trust your instincts. You know, be patient. This doesn't, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest or that you have invested in, it will pay off. It's just you may be feeling a little uncertain right now. Okay. Oh, I'll be right back. Hang on a second. Okay. So this is what is helping you this month. This looks amazing. This looks like what is helping you is to take a leap of faith or a risk towards creating a new reality for yourself, which to me, between the guardian angel here and the fact that this is helping you, this is saying you are basically guaranteed success if you have been feeling trapped by, let's see if I can pick it up. If you've been feeling trapped by your obligations or what you've had going on up until now and you have outgrown it, or you're tired of the drudgery or the same thing all the time, or just how much work this is requiring. It could be that you've been doing something that means something to you, but it just seems like it's endless hard work and not much in return for it, or it's a lot more work than you thought it would be. And instead you're feeling drawn to go in a new direction, to do something new, to go explore and see what you really are capable of. And so if for some reason there is someone watching where you and a coworker have knocked heads together and brainstormed on how you could form your own business together instead of working for this company or organization or whatever this is that you both feel bound by, if you've decided to work together and create something completely new, this is basically saying that it's going to work out. Or if you have been struggling with addictions and you're trying really hard this month to overcome them and start a new path in your life of health. Or if you've been working really hard on health problems that you have and it just doesn't really seem to be doing much, it may be that if you try a different method of healing, or if you try a different outlook or way with that, then you will find your miracle, or you will find your cure, or you will get better, or you will overcome these addictions. You will create a completely new reality for yourself that feels much healthier and fruitful than whatever you've had going on up until now. And it's basically saying you should be taking risks. You should be doing new things. You should be looking at things in a new way and creating something different than what has existed so far. This may even be possibly a new career, a new job, but also a new location. You may be deciding to relocate someplace else, or you already just have relocated and now you have a whole brand new world in front of you of which you could work with or create. But it seems as if not only do you have support possibly from other people in this, you also have spiritual support in this, which definitely is telling me that this is meant to be, or this is what you're supposed to be doing. There's a new way of making money or a new way of creating security for yourself that feels much more organic and free-flowing than whatever this is. And these two look a great deal alike. If you explore, if you see look, one has a white grown-up stag with antlers and the other one has a fawn or a baby. It seems as if spirit, because look, in the Fool has his or her guardian angel. And this white stag behind the lady in the Explorer of Earth looks like a guide, or looks like a spirit, or looks like spiritual backup to me. So it definitely seems as if this is the path you should be on. And you've already been thinking about it, or you've already started it, but it seems as if you're still removing yourself from an old situation that you felt bound by. So you may be in transition this month. But this is basically saying you are supposed to be doing this, and it's okay to take this risk. And you feel guided to do so. This is what's helping you. At your root, pardon me, you have strength and the 3 of air. I'm getting with something to do with management or leadership or organizing something, leading something, teaching something, building something, creating something that is creative, that involves people shining. You're looking into what's out there or what you can do. It may be you're looking into the laws, or you're looking into what paperwork needs to be done, what arrangements need to be made, what paperwork needs to be drawn up, or what contracts need to be drawn up, or organizing down on paper lists of priorities. Or you're studying more in a new method or a new way of leading that isn't so centered on one person. I don't really know how, and maybe looking into cooperatives, or looking into a new way of understanding a certain system, or creating new, I'm sorry, I have to say it because it popped up, creating new laws, or working with the legal system somehow to create amendments or adjustments to certain things in order to make it more, to make it easier for people to have what they need or create their own businesses. Or I don't know what the heck this is or who's watching, but it seems like you're masterminding something and you're looking into your options. There's a lot of growth of ideas here and then putting them into action. It's like you you brainstorm, you think of new ideas, you're thinking up strategies on how to carry it out, planning, you're planning or studying or getting ready for something. Somebody might even be getting ready for a final exam or a final approval of something, but it seems like he's brainstorming, he's coming up with revolutionary methods, and then is carrying them out. So whatever brilliant ideas you have, or whoever you may be knocking heads with, it seems as if you're coming up with a strategy and then you're actually going to do it or look into how to get this done. But you're very strong in yourself right now. And what you're coming away from seems like a lot of emotional confusion over what to do or what to pick. You may have several different options of what you could go towards or work with, and you may have been reflecting a great deal or taking your time with filtering out how you feel about all of this. Or again, I'm getting something about instincts in here. You've been working off of your instincts. And you possibly have made a choice in the recent past based off of how you felt or how it felt. you were juggling several things at once, or several jobs, or several different situations at once, and it maybe possibly proved to be too much for you, even for you Arians. And so you've been doing a lot of deep inner searching and looking into your instincts and emotions to figure out what is the best choice to make, or what is the best direction to go in, instead of juggling quite so much. If you have been torn between two people possibly, or two possibilities for a relationship, you definitely had to do some deep inner searching or reflection time in order to figure out what is the best choice to make, or how you actually really feel about this. Or something to do with your mom. Maybe your mom has been thinking about relocating, or you're thinking about whether you should stay where you are or whether you should move closer to your mom. Maybe your mom's going through something and you feel like she needs the extra support, or you want to spend more physical one-on-one time with her. Then you're thinking on what needs to, you have been thinking on, should I relocate? Should I move to where my mom is, or near her more than where I am now? What adjustments need to be made in order to go in that direction? But basically, you've just been doing a lot of reflecting on choices and how to proceed physically from here, how to go about actually doing this in the best way that's the most efficient, or uses your resources in the best way, or what are even your options. So this is where you've been. As your best possible outcome, you may very well make a decision to have a new home, because after all, this is the Four of Air, by the way. This is a nest. This is a home. A stable home, because it's 4, or stable mind, a calm mind, a reflective mind, feeling stable in how you're thinking, how you're perceiving things, what you're getting, any decisions you need to make. Obviously, if you're going to be making a major decision, you need to calm your mind, stabilize your mind, have a peaceful mind in order to receive the answers that you need in order to make the best decision for yourself. It may be that you decide to relocate, or you decide to build a nest, or how to best build a business or a nest, or build on your ideas. This 4 of Air, after all, is the next one up from the 3 of Air. Down at your root, in the core of your being, you're definitely having a growth of ideas or a growth of possibilities be open to you on what to choose, or what to do, or where to go from here. But as your best possible outcome, it's stabilized. It's grown enough at this point where you know exactly what you're doing, or you need, or you have what you need in order to stabilize your plans, or your plans are approved by some kind of an authority figure, or judge, or somebody that you need. Even you may even, as your best possible outcome, go to an expert or a consultant, or somebody who is very experienced with this sort of thing that can give you some new ideas or some useful information on how to best build this nest properly, where it's stable and your ideas are being manifested. This could even be a publisher. You may be writing a book. You may be writing a book. If you are, it's a very strong plot, or a strong idea, or a strong book. It looks solid. It looks like it would engage people. And as your best possible outcome, it may be that your book is approved for publishing, where it's out there now, and you're going to start, the bulk of it is done. or your plans that you've been coming up with are official now as your best possible outcome, or it's happening now, or you have the best possible plan. You most definitely have a clearer head as your best possible outcome, where you're seeing things much more clearly than you were before, especially if you've been coming away from a period like this. So coming up for you in the future, wow, this looks amazing. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Explorer of Air. So if you need certain information or ideas, or you're exploring your options in the future, you're exploring ideas, you're listening to feedback as well from others, you feel very inspired. You also feel like you're feeling restless, like you need to get on the move, as in travel. You may need to travel. You may need to expand your mind. You may need to look at other ways of seeing things. If you go with your brilliant ideas, or if you explore and see what's out there, you will have the fates on your side with this. You're supposed to do this. You need to take this risk, or you need to start building on your dreams, or you need to start this new beginning if you haven't already. It's saying it's time, and this is what's helping you. And the fates are also on your side with this as well. They want to see you get out there and expand your mind, or expand how you communicate, or expand what is possible, ideas on what is possible and how to go about doing it. But I definitely see a big emphasis on travel in the future. You may be traveling, or you may be flying in an airplane, or you may be going to a convention, or to a meeting or a conference, or something that involves exchange of ideas. Or you may need to travel someplace to get an answer on something, or to get a approval of something, or to find out certain information that you need. In which case you get the information that you need and more. And any ideas that you have to contribute to the situation or to the world seem as though they will bring you much luck and abundance if you just get your ideas out there, or communicate more with others, or meet more people. I'm also getting something in this reading about community, or getting the extra help that you need, or the extra information that you need, and a nice exchange here. There's a lot of really good exchanges between people in this reading. So it seems like perhaps you meet some breakthrough people that are able to expand your mind and give you some brilliant ideas to add to the ones that you already had. And something about this combining of forces, or combining mutual support with ideas and money. What's a good word for that? Networking is one of them, but it's not what I'm thinking of. I think there's this African term. It's an African word. I don't know what tribe it's from, but it's called Ubuntu, where when I feed you, you feed me, or when one person is doing well and another person is not doing well, that's not right for the Ubuntu of the situation. It's about equal exchange and mutual support between individuals. So I'm getting a lot of mental support, or idea support, or brainstorming in here. I'm also getting a lot of spiritual guidance. And I'm also getting people pooling in resources or funding each other in order to ensure that there's enough abundance for the community, or that new ways are being created that makes it good for everyone, or makes it healthy for everyone. I see you as knocking heads with some pretty brilliant minds, or coming up with strategies on things that end up being way bigger than you thought they would be, or it draws in more people than you thought it would, or something about it is easier than you thought it would be. It's manifesting easier now. Or you're meeting the right influential people that can help the situation to grow, or create more abundance or more. I'm even getting world travel here, meeting with people in different countries even. I don't know who the heck this is for, but okay. Or even communications through computers with people in different countries, or a unification of people that have similar ideas and they can brainstorm together or create something new together. So you right now, if you go towards a new business, or if you have been, if you decided to leave the devil job with your fellow coworker or whatever and start your own business, it looks like it's going to go really, really, really well, or it is doing really, really well. You'll have the funding that you need. It'll get off to a good start. It's something that other people need or want. And you won't really have any obstacles in the way of creating a good solid business here, or a good solid situation with making money or prosperity or using talents. It looks good to me. You have the Guardian of Earth, otherwise known as the King of Pentacles. This person looks very skilled, fruitful, calm, positive, grounded, calm, practical. Just looks like he knows what he's doing and he's happy about what he's doing. He's doing what he loves and he's creating abundance through it. Again, doing what you love, doing what makes you feel happy. You can make money doing what makes you feel happy. You can enjoy your manifestation process or your work. If you choose to go towards what you love, it will work out. You may even receive an opportunity that is like your dream job or what you've always wanted to do. You know, I mean, if hypothetically, if someone had a dream of they wanted to move to Italy and form a new winery and run a winery, it looks as if you do it, it's entirely possible, and it does really well, and you create one of the best wineries out there that creates some of the best wine in the world. It's something like that. If you do what you've always wanted to do, it will do well, and not only will you be happy, but you'll have what you need. Looks good to me. In your surroundings, your old surroundings either has ended or is about to end, and you're about to embark on a whole new surroundings. Again, you may be relocating. You may even be moving to a different country in the world. Or an old cycle of what you have surrounded yourself with is changing now, and you're on to a completely new world of a new surroundings. You have outgrown your surroundings. It's the right time for things to shift, for you to surround yourself with something that is completely different and no longer has to do with that cycle anymore. Something about this, your surroundings is changing, is bringing you some sadness or bringing you some feelings of mixed emotions here. Something about this is not easy. It's not easy to let go of a long-term cycle of what you're surrounded by. But you also feel it's the right time to do this, and you have become discontented with what you've had going on for a while now. You haven't felt happy with your old situation anymore, and you're ready to move on now from that old world. The old world may have brought you happiness at one point, but you have outgrown it and it's no longer making you happy, and so you're deciding to move on and go on to something completely new. Your hopes. Your hopes are that your instincts have been correct and that you've been going in the right direction, or you've made the right choice. Plain and simple. And this is interesting. Okay. First you have the Six of Pentacles. Then you have the Two of Earth. I think this card is absolutely hilarious. This is a man with twins who's trying to grocery shop. How can you grocery shop at the store when each of your arms is holding a child? That's what I don't understand about this picture. Maybe he's just looking at things and then possibly telling his wife to pick up what he wants because he's holding both of their children. But it's because this is your second Two of Pentacles. In the recent past, what you're coming away from is the Two of Pentacles. There are two situations that you are drawn to, or two people that you're drawn to, two jobs that you're drawn to, two locations that you're drawn to, or you're in between the worlds, or you're trying to juggle, or you're trying to make a decision about which one of these things do you go for, and which things need to be laid down for now. But in this situation, he's obviously not going to get rid of one of his children. He has twins. He loves both of them. They're both his children. He can't choose one over the other. Can you imagine what that would be like? Say, well, I think I'll keep this twin and I'll let go of the other one. You can't do that with twins. They're both your children. So it may be that you have two pet projects or two things that you're trying to develop or do at the same time, and you care equally about both of these things. It's a lot. It's a lot to be juggling, but you care about both of these situations and you want to make this somehow work. And I find it really interesting because this man with the twins, he may need more money now that he has two babies to take care of and a full-on family or a full-on existing situation. He needs a certain amount of money in order to fund everything. And whatever this man has been doing to do that, he feels bound by and doesn't like it. It's a devil job. It's a job he feels trapped by, or it may not be it's maybe overworking him where he's having to work extra hard all the time for very little pay or not enough. And so if you've been thinking whether I'm saying he because it's a man in the picture, but this could be a woman or a man. It doesn't matter on gender. But if you've been thinking about striking out on your own or trying a new method or a new way, it seems as if that's, of course, what you're supposed to be doing. This is what's helping you. You will be supported by other people and spirit. And it seems as if people are doing a lot to help each other, which is great. I love to see this. It's like if you are a young upstart business owner and you have twins and you have a wife or a house or all of these things going on, or you have two pet projects that you're working on, or two invention patents, or two things that you've been building for years and now they're done and ready to go to the market or to get out there or get produced. It seems as if you have well-off or well-established people around you that can fund you and notice your talent or notice your skills or your abilities, and you're able to get the funding that you need or the raise that you need or the payback that you need in order to fund everything. It's like mutual, it's like a business cooperative where the businesses, instead of competing with one another, are actually helping each other or funding each other or supporting each other. It's like everybody in the community is putting their money into small family-run businesses, or putting their money into local businesses or people that they know can use the money, or it's being recirculated in a way that is useful for everyone, not just a few. It looks really interesting. Whatever you're brainstorming, it looks really, really interesting, and it looks like it has the potential to bring you a great deal of money or a great deal of money for everyone, not just you. Or to improve the economy, or to improve community-based things. that bring people together and support each other physically or tangibly or with money. With these two, you have the Star. And it seems as if this is a dream you've had for a long time, or something you've been working towards for a long time, or something you've always dreamed of. And it seems as if your dreams are coming true, or you're making them come true, or you are choosing to believe in this. These two are, well, I mean, you have so much spiritual backup in this reading. You are supposed to be doing this. If you are not doing this, you need to do this, whatever this is. You have a brilliant idea. There are certain things you would like to see set in motion. You want to get started with something new. And you have the fates and your guides on your side, even if you look at this. Do you see all the elements that this has in common? There's the Pleiades above the woman in the star. There's the magical cup and the guardian angel in the Fool. There's the fates in the Wheel of Fortune, and there's the white stag spirit that's in the Explorer of Earth. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Because this is what you're supposed to be doing, you will be blessed. You will have uncommon fortune, uncommon help. This will go extremely smoothly. You need to follow your dream. Whatever your dream happens to be. It doesn't have to be a business. It doesn't have to be, this could be anything. This could be you wanting to move to Greece to learn how to scuba dive. This could be you wanting to move to the Amazon rainforest and live a simple life with no society. Whatever it is, whatever your dream is, whatever it is that you've always wanted to do, now is the time to do it in this April, or get it started, or continue to build it. You shouldn't have any problems with this. What was your challenge this month? Waiting on something that you put into action or into motion based off of instincts? Your instincts are dead on, you guys. You shouldn't, while things are still, or while things are not moving, enjoy it. Go out boating. Go out hiking. Go soak in a hot tub. Do whatever you can do now to enjoy your life and your free time, because pretty soon it looks as though you're going to be incredibly busy in a good way, and these things that are on hold right now are going to be full force forward. So enjoy the time while you have it now, and don't worry about whether or not you were following your instincts correctly, because you were. And you either made the right choice or you're doing the right thing by juggling two things. And something will be approved. I don't know. This is so specific. I hope this made sense for some of you, or at least one of you. So I wish you all the best. Many blessings to you. You are supremely lucky this month. And happy birthday again. Okay.